Carbon Knights Gaming Channel Supreme.
Hello everybody and welcome to our Fallout 76 trailer breakdown. I've been playing Fallout games since there's been Fallout games, and I think I may know a little something about what's going to happen in this new game that's coming out. So why don't we take a look at this trailer and break it down for you. Now, the first thing we see, and I've seen all the other guys talking about it, is John Denver's song being played right now about how it's going to be in West Virginia. I don't think that's the only thing that Bethesda's trying to tell us with this. I think maybe, just maybe, because John Denver died in a plane crash, I think maybe we're going to see those flight simulators from Fallout New Vegas that the boomers had. I think we're going to get to fly in Fallout for the first time. Mark my words, that's going to be in there. Next up, we can see down here, yes, it says it's October 27th, everybody can see that, but it also says that it's 6:34 a.m. That means that our character is an early riser. He's here to get shit done. This might be the most serious Fallout character that has ever been. Lonesome Wanderer, the Courier, all those guys can take a back seat to this guy because he knows what's going on. Next up, we'll continue playing a little bit, and one of the first things we see is a solo cup. I think that there's going to be a beer pong minigame in this Fallout game, and if there isn't, I'll eat my hat. I mean, I probably won't actually. Hats are disgusting, but you know what I mean. Then we see a fedora sitting on the bed, which leads me to believe that there's going to be treasure hunting in this, and that's going to tie into something else a little bit later. We'll see that coming right up. But first, did you notice the baseball under the bed there? I think maybe we're going to see our first Japanese characters in Fallout games from, geez, I don't know. Maybe they were a baseball team trapped here when the bombs fell and they survived in another vault? Who knows? It could be anything. But I think that's what it's going to be, because even though baseball is America's pastime, it's also huge in Japan, and I would think that Bethesda, maybe they want to branch out a little bit and have a little more diversity. And you can see the pattern on the wall back there. I was in Cub Scouts for 3 months when I was about 10 years old, and I learned a little bit of Morse code. All I know is SOS, and that's not what that says, but I still think it's Morse code. It could be telling us something very important, so if anyone knows, let us know in the comments what it says. I mean, we got to crack this code. We got to see what this game's all about. Now, you can see on the evening poster right there, the man's cooking. I think that means that they're going to bring back the Outdoorsman skill from Fallout 1 and 2 and make it even better than survival in Fallout New Vegas. I know a lot of people don't like survival in New Vegas, but I thought it was great. And I think there's more to that coming up too. That also has to do back to the treasure hunting thing I was talking about earlier with the fedora. That would all kind of fit together, and probably the backpack as well. Now if we continue on here, we can see that there's a set of golf clubs there. I'm guessing there's also going to be a golf mini game, maybe a little putt-putt for your butt. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think maybe that could be a genuine possibility. It seems like this is way more sports related than it ever was. But I guess it could also be a throwback to Driver Nephi. Maybe his great-grandfather lived in West Virginia back in 2106 and beat the crap out of a lot of people with clubs. Who knows? Maybe that's who you play as. Wouldn't that be neat? Now, we also see a guitar in this next shot over here. I think that means that some sort of Lonesome Drifter character might be confirmed. Remember him from Fallout New Vegas? It was alluded that he's the son of the mysterious stranger? Maybe it's his great-grandfather or something. Who knows? But you know what? I think that with the harmonica paired beside the guitar, I think maybe there might be classes in this Fallout game. Maybe like D&D, maybe you can be a bard, or yeah, I mean, Brotherhood of Steel already has paladins, even though they're probably not going to be in this game. I mean, it's a possibility. You might see the start of them too by having the very first paladin. Just an idea. I'm not grasping at straws here at all. I think all this stuff is definitely going to happen. Now, if we go up a little further, we can see a bird cage on top of the bookcase there. And I think that means that if we're going to go underground, you're going to have to catch a bird like a canary. And you're going to have to bring that with you underground because, as all the other videos like this have pointed out, that Pip-Boy is an older model Pip-Boy. So it maybe doesn't have either radiation detection or air level detection. So you got to know if you're going to suffocate to death if you go down there. And the only way to do that is like the old miners did, with a canary in a cage. Now, the next part we see here by the TV, if you look down on the right there, it's an iPod toy. I don't think that's just any iPod. I think that might be EDE from Fallout New Vegas. I think we're going to find out his backstory before he ever got sent to New Vegas. And that's going to be really cool. I have a feeling that guy's got some shit to tell us. You can also see there underneath the TV on the bottom shelf is a Scout's Life magazine. And that, I'm going to go ahead and guess, is just another clue that we're going to get outdoorsmanship again, which was a great skill, by the way. So if you look in the bottom left there, I think maybe Bethesda has seen our Fallout New Vegas series, and maybe they saw the Fallout New Vegas fix video that I did, and maybe they're fans. That's why they threw up a little shield in there, so maybe a little nod to us. Okay, that's probably not true, but you know, a guy could dream, right? Now, when we continue on here, there is another baseball sitting on top of the dryer. I think that might be... maybe it confirms our thought from before, where there might be the first Japanese characters in a Fallout game, or maybe they're throwing it back to Fallout 3 with the father-son dynamic. That makes more sense because I've just remembered, because I didn't research this at all, Dr. Yusanagi from Fallout 3 I think was Japanese. And you can also play as an Asian character in the other games as well. But, you know, it's all just speculation. Let's just say whatever we want, alright? Sounds good to me. And then you see up there's that weird cat toy as well. Well, wouldn't it be neat if they brought back Cat Paws magazine from Fallout 1 and 2? It was a skill magazine that, you know, it was also a dirty magazine. So, that'd be kind of neat. And if we, I don't think there's much else here. Maybe... you know, that horse is pretty beat up. Maybe they're trying to tell us that confirms that there's going to be mounts in this game, which, you know, would make some sense if that horse is that beat up. And if you look in the background there in the bathroom, there's a towel hanging on the wall, the yellow and blue one. There's nothing special about that. I just think it's kind of a cool towel. I'd probably buy one if they sold them, actually. I'm probably going to look that up as soon as I'm done this. Oh, you're invited. I think maybe that's telling us that there is going to be an open beta for this game. I don't think you know, it also ties in with the whole Reclamation Day thing, which we'll get to, but I think that's what it is. It's telling us that, hey, we're going to need beta testers. Instead of putting out a broken game like we do every single time we make a game, let's fix it up. Let's have some testing this time. And I think that's a good idea. It's a good way to go. You know, maybe Elder Scrolls 6 would be a better way to go, but hey, I didn't say that. Just everyone else did. Now you can see at the top there on the shelf, there's just a little bit of it. You can see it's a clown doll. Does that mean there's going to be a pint-sized slasher in this game? I sure hope so. That was one of my favorite parts of Fallout 3. And then on the table here, there's not much in this room. Some people speculated you're going to have pets because there's a dog bowl there. That makes sense. But what I saw was a skewer on the table with 3 olives on it. I think there's going to be a James Bond type character in this game. You mark my words, there will be one, and he will be fantastic. Now, if we keep going here, we can see that there is an indoor soccer pitch just on the ground there. And there's a lot of tripping hazards there, though. Look at those stairs. That is poorly designed. I think maybe it means that we're not going to be able to travel very far without the mounts, because all the characters in this game are going to have weak ankles from tripping over those fucking stairs all the time. I think that's just confirmed right there. That means there's going to be mounts in this game. I don't see any other way you could read that at all. And Reclamation Day, now I don't know how many of you know this, but I used to work in land reclamation. And basically what you do in that is you go out and you clean up. You know, if there's an old oil rig that was in a place, you go out, you make sure you get all the, if they had any spills, you clean that up. If there's any, like a broken pipeline, you go out, you clean that up too. If there's, say, like in the oil sands where there's huge projects going on, well, the reclamation guys go in, they clean all that stuff up afterwards and make the place back to sometimes better than it was before, especially in the oil sands. A lot of times there's like just shit seeping out of the ground. Well, when you're all done there, there's no shit seeping out of the ground anymore, and you just got nice grass that the animals and everything else can enjoy. But people don't look into that part of it. Anyway, what that has to do with Fallout is, of course, we're going to be cleaning up the wasteland. That's just a given. It's 25 years after the bombs fell. That's, anyone could figure that out. But I think there's also going to be an oil spill related disaster that we're going to have to get out and clean up. And it's going to somehow tie into the Enclave's base on the oil tanker in the other Fallout games, in the older one. So, I mean, pay attention for that, because it's definitely going to be there. There's no way that's not confirmed to me. I mean, I did work in the industry. You can trust me on this one. It looks like we're going to have to play as a white male character. I mean, that's what they're showing. That's a big barrel chest and white hands. Surprising move by Bethesda. I mean, I thought maybe they were going for more diversity with the Japanese characters, but maybe not. Maybe they're going straight up, you gotta be a white guy again. And I don't know if that makes me comfortable. I wanted to play a lady so I could look at my sweet 3D rendered butt running around the wasteland the whole time. But I guess you can't have it all. And one last thing, you'll notice that instead of yellow, he has gold lettering and gold trim on his Vulp suit. I think that's going to symbolize that he clearly has high charisma. This is a good looking dude, even if he is a plain Jane white dude. He's going to be super cute. And that's going to do it for this one. If you can think of anything else, put it down in the comments. Hey, thanks for sticking around till the end. I know that this isn't what we normally do here. We normally do funny Let's Plays, but I saw 15 videos of this, and they were all saying the exact same thing, so I thought I'd have a little fun with it. Of course, everything I said in here is bullshit. Have fun with it if you watch, share it with your friends, see how many of them fall for it, and make sure you like and subscribe, too. Peace.